Hey folks, so tonight I was on my way home from work. I have a really long drive, well not really long, but like long enough for me to think, and I kind of got hit with one of those existential crisis things where you're like, my body is just a shell for my soul. What are hands? And it really freaked me out. Um, but after I snapped out of it, because I was driving, I started to analyze why I would be thinking about that and what God might want me to share about that, because anytime that happens with me, I know that God just wants me to talk about something. Um, so I usually turn to poetry, but because I was driving, I couldn't, so I recorded a voice memo with just like a whole bunch of thoughts. And once I got home, I transcribed it on my computer, so I just kind of wanted to read that for you today because, I don't know, God's telling me to share it. Alright, here goes. When you think about the body, do you think of it as a container for something so precious and valuable that your thoughts, your mind, your feelings, everything gets rolled into one beautiful package to present to the world? A present, because your presence is a gift to so many other people. How you look is simply just your presentation, and how you look is unique and wonderful, and it's how you choose to express yourself that makes the difference. When you're thinking about the soul, do you think about all the wonderful, amazing things it can do? It can love, it can think, it can react, it can dream, it can inspire, it can help, it can serve. It's amazing what God has given us. And to think these bodies are just shells of humans. That's amazing. To think that God created this living creature that you've become specifically for the goals of letting our souls love Him more. We get to go and share His love with others simply because of the bodies He's given us. He puts these wonderful skeletons together to make one complete form, exactly the way He wanted it to look, exactly the way He wanted it to be. Our bodies are amazing. He wanted each freckle to be where it is. He wanted each wrinkle to crease where it creases. He wanted every fat roll, every ingrown hair, every eyelash, every toenail, exactly the way it is. He created you like this because He wanted you like this. Because this is the perfect body for you to grow in, for you to experience life in. This is exactly how He wanted you to be, but in all reality, it is just a shell for the most powerful thing about you, for your soul, for your mind, for your spirit, for the thing that connects you to God. It is so dear and so precious that He wanted to house it in the perfect home. Can you imagine anything better? God couldn't. God didn't imagine anything any further with you because He thought you were perfect just the way you are. The way you were, the way you are, the way you will be. You are perfect in His eyes because He made you perfect in His eyes. In His own image, you are a perfect being because God made you perfect in your being. So stop imagining how you look. If you had someone else's eyes, if you had someone else's hair, someone else's body, someone else's shape, whatever, it doesn't matter. Because God is what matters. And God said that this is how you were going to look, and this is how He wanted you to present yourself to the world, so that you could speak into the world on His behalf in this exact situation. God made you this way. I know from experience I have scoliosis. That is a burden on me. But it has let me connect with so many people in such a manner that I can talk to them and help them. I can serve them. And not every action of service is going to be directly correlated with Christianity. Service does not mean, let me tell you about God. Service means, let me help you. Let me make your day better. And God put you in the perfect body and situation to do that. He lays out everything in your life perfectly so that you can do His will. Can you just picture that? Think of an entire timeline, an entire flow chart, an entire Venn diagram, an entire visual web of everything connected to make your life exactly the way God wanted it. Sure, you have free will, but He is the one who planned it. The body is simply a shell for the most important thing about you. Use it to the best of your ability while you still have it, for this is the only thing giving you the ability to do God's will on earth. Don't worry, you'll get a new one in heaven. For now, let your soul guide the shell. Don't let the shell dictate what your soul says. Go. Use your abilities. You can do this. God is. So that was just kind of a word vomit thought process, but I knew God really wanted me to share this, so I recorded it. And then I wanted to tell you about 5 different songs that came to mind. Well, 4 of them came on my Spotify playlist, and one of them came afterwards that all just like really hit me with their words and their lyrics. So the first one is Great Are You, Lord. So it talks about saying, it's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, we pour out our praise. And it talks about like how this body is his and we use it to declare our praise and our worship for God. And I think that just goes perfectly with what happened tonight. And then the second one is I am who you say I am. So if God went to so many lengths to do this, why would we want to be anything else? The third one is he is with us. So we can trust our God always, always. And then he is with us always. Our God is with us. And if he is sending us out into the world, we need the reminder that he is going to be with us no matter what, and he gave us all this ability to do this. But if we don't feel competent enough without him, it's okay because we have him no matter what. And then talking about how we only have this body for so long, the fourth one that came on my Spotify playlist is Where I Belong from Building 429. And it just talks about all I know is I'm not home yet. This is not where I belong. And it just goes on that no matter what happens here, this isn't our place. So these bodies and these situations are not going to be forever. They are just what we have for now, and we do our best to share God's love and his opportunity for salvation with what we have, and we can rest assured that we have heaven no matter what. And lastly, the one that came to mind after this, or after my Spotify playlist ended, was the song Go. And it basically just says, we're giving it all away, away. We're giving it all to go your way. And it just kind of repeats that, but the verses are really cool in that too. But I would really encourage you all to just look into what God is asking of you to do with your shells, as my weird thought process says, and just ask God what he's wanting you to do with your life, because we only have this body for so long, so we need to use it to the best of our ability, because as Christians, what more is there for us to do than to do what we can to serve him and to love him and to show other people how much he loves us. I know it's super late. While I'm filming this, it's 1 a.m., so it's probably going to be even later by the time I post this. But I really hope whoever ends up seeing this is inspired, and that they can just go into the world and delve a little deeper into what God wants for them. I hope you all have a good night, good morning, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. And yeah, thanks for watching. Go with God.
We're giving it all away, away. We're giving it all to go your way. We're giving it all away, away. We're giving it all to go your way. In the Father, there is freedom, there is hope in the name that is Jesus. Lay your life down, give it all now. We are found in the love of the Savior. We've come alive in you, set free to show the truth. Our lives will never be the same. We're giving it all away, away. We're giving it all to go your way. We are sold out to your calling. Everything that we are for your glory. Take our hearts now, have it all now. Let our light shine your light like the morning. We've come alive in you, set free to show the truth. Our lives will never be the same. We're giving it all away, away. We're giving it all to go your way. We're giving it all away, away. We're giving it all to go your way. Away we're singing. Roll back the curtains from our eyes, and now we can see it. You've shown us the way, truth and light. We offer our lives to bring you faith. We're caught in your freedom. We're caught in your freedom. We're giving it all away, away. We're giving it all to go your way. We're giving it all away, away. We're giving it all to go your way. Away we're singing.
Sometimes it feels like I'm watching from the outside. Sometimes it feels like I'm breathing. But am I alive? I won't keep searching for answers that aren't here to find. All I know is I'm not home yet. This is not where I belong. Take this world and give me Jesus. This is not where I belong.
yes I am. Free at last, He has ransomed me. His grace runs deep. While I was a slave to sin, Jesus died for me. Yes, He died for me. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free.
bring light to the darkness. You give hope and you restore every heart that is broken. Great are you, Lord. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise. We pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise. We pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. All the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry. These bones will sing. Great are you, Lord. All the earth will shout your praise. Our